So I'm here with Martha Jackson from Restored by Design, and she's joining us from Saranac, New York. Martha, how are you?
Very good, thank you.
So tell us about your collection this season.
I am very inspired by nature, so I've taken the sky blue into my collection. I'm going to refer to my piece I call Petals in the Sky, which are delicate blossoms that I create out of fabric scraps. So I take my leftover chiffon and I just kind of make all these beautiful petals. So that makes me feel like I'm creating flowers. I love to create lingerie dresses with all these light, delicate materials that I reuse and sort of repurpose and reinvent them into these beautiful little art pieces to wear with vintage lace. And anyway, they are my favorite things to make. So you'll see some of those in the collection.
So let's talk about the materials that you've reinvented, because one of them was from like a men's dress shirt.
Yes.
One of them was from like curtains or something, right?
Yeah. I'll tell a short story about the men's shirts, because dry cleaners will end up with all these shirts that no one claims, or else they've been worn so much that the men don't want to pick them up or wear them. So someone donated to me some men's shirts, and they're beautiful cotton, really beautifully made. So I like to make them all girly, take the collars off, put new cuffs on them, put a little shaping into them, bits of lace and so on. And they can be worn as a dress or with a pair of leggings, whatever. So that's something I love to do. There's a sheer pair of pants that come from curtains that you can wear under these jackets or layered with other things. Curtains go a long way. So people, you normally toss out the curtains when they're done. And I look for materials like that to reuse, especially when they're sheer. So I have a lot of fun with that kind of excess material.
So Martha, you have been doing recycled design for a really long time now, right?
Yeah, so it's really my true mission is really to help save this planet for generations to come. So I, being in the textile and accessory business, saw a lot of waste. And then coming to know that the fashion industry is the number 2 polluter in the world, I really wanted to make my purpose to kind of use up all these materials. And I've always loved to collect things. So when I would go treasure hunting, see all these beautiful textiles. And to me, it's sort of like paying homage and respect to all the handwork that's gone into these pieces. I've been upcycling for years. Starting in my closet, I would just look at something and say, either I have to upcycle it or toss it. So I would often restyle whatever in my closet so I could wear it again. And that led to creating more and more pieces and using up my beautiful textile library that I've collected since I was 10, So gives me a really sense of purpose that I can help keep things out of the waste stream, saving them from landfills.
So how did you get started in this?
I kind of came up with it on my own because I'm kind of a textile nut and have sewn since I was like 11. I have been carrying around all my collections of textiles and told myself someday I'm going to use these. It's going to be my business someday. So just would accumulate a lot of textiles and just wanted to use them.
So we've worked together for years backstage at fashion events here in Providence and I think in Boston as well. There's something that always comes to mind whenever I see your pieces, because it's such a signature style, but it's so timeless. I don't know. I think it's so impressive that I can always tell when it's your piece. You know what I mean?
Oh, thank you. One of the signatures I feel I have is always to put that touch of femininity and romance to it with lace and flowers. I think it's at the beginning, like I said, I love to mix that delicate quality in textiles with patterns and combine them with texture and color. So I always make sure that I have that element in my work. Yeah, I actually encourage people to bring their favorite pieces in from their closets that they love to wear. Perhaps they've worn them out or they cannot find a replacement. So I'll often make a pattern from their pre-loved piece that they have in the back of their closet and make them a new piece. We in the fashion biz, we love clothes, so we want to make them better. Instead of throwing them away, we want to find ways to get creative and reuse what is all around us.